Oh my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The music is popping here in West Hartford. The Zamboni has done what Zambonis do. The officials are back out on the ice. I hope you had a fantastic intermission. Let's all go to the lobby and have ourselves a snack. It's senior night here for the Conard Red Wolves. It's 4 seniors being honored here tonight as they make their way back onto the ice to the Red Wolves with a record of 15-3. They come out for the second period. And the Knights, the scrappy guys, are back on the ice in their blue sweaters. Knights across the chest. And they come back on the ice in that minus Soraka in between the pipes down at the right end. So the goaltenders are limbering up. You're limbering up at home, ladies and gentlemen. You want to be loose, especially for the start of the second period. All right, Max Soraka did a fantastic job in between the pipes in the first stanza. He's going to be busy the rest of the game, so if the Knights are going to somehow pull off the big upset here tonight, they're going to have to have a couple of more big saves by their netminder Soraka. But a good job by the Knights overall in the first period to hang with the big dogs, the Red Wolves. And I thought the Red Wolves, they didn't look like they were looking past the Knights in any way, shape, or form. They were out playing very hard. But the Knights hung tough. And 0-0 is the score. Sure, Conard would like to get a few on the board here. When you're playing an organization that you think you should beat, although Conard's got to feel that way about pretty much everybody that they take the ice against. But when I don't like to use the word inferior opponent because that's just not true. Not a team that 6-12 is 6-12. Although, like I said a million times, they've won 6 out of 7. But the longer you let a team hang around that's got less wins than you do, the more they start to believe in between the ears, hey, maybe we could pull one off here tonight. And right now you got to tip your head to the Knights as they did everything they can to keep this a scoreless game. And the second period is underway from West Hartford as the Knights and the Red Wolves do battle here. Good opening period for both teams. Back the other way now quickly. Schmar over the blue line. Schmar into the corner. Schmar hounded there by Dylan Smith. That puck is kicked around, kept in by the Knights as you hear the Conard student body getting them fired up. They have done a real nice job all year long supporting their Conard Red Wolves. I'll tell you, I was very impressed with the way the student body has a quick shot there, saved by Idelson. Easy stop there for the netminder Idelson. He didn't have a lot of action in the first period. I think he only had 1 or 2 saves. So if I'm the Knights, you want to throw everything you can at the goaltender. He hasn't had a lot to work A lot of work to do here, so, sometimes it's hard to stay mentally alert at all times when you're a goaltender not seeing a lot of rubber. But I was very impressed with the student body, their passion when they came. I don't know if it was down, up, left, or right to Newington, but they came to Newington for the overtime win, and they were fired up, as you saw in the highlight reel in between periods. All right, so behind the net it goes now. The Red Wolves looking to get the puck back in front. Can't do so. Knocked aside. And Dottie trying to get it out. That one, McGowan sending down low. That went off a body and sent all the way back out to center. Paolito slides it over to McGowan. Gavin McGowan. One of the seniors being honored here tonight. That bounces to the net minus Sirocco, and he holds on. And there'll be no further play. So we want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. An absolute blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you today. The Conard Red Wolves wrapping up their season. I believe they've got one more on their schedule, and then it's going to be off to the postseason. And the Knights trying to sneak in a late season rally. The wraparound there by West. Sirocco wasn't even aware that West had the puck. Hard around it goes, chasing it down is Carroll, pinching in Paolito. The Knights come away with it. Can't get it out to center. I thought that was a hand pass there. The Wolves may or may not have gotten away with one. Behind it goes now, picked up there by Nafis. Nafis put that one off the glass. And I'll just, Better? I was thinking that in the first period, I forgot to say it. Here come the Knights now, putting the brakes on, pulling the trigger, a can of corn there. For the netminder, Blake Idelson. Idelson, number 1 in your scorecard, wearing Roland Melanson's old number. Number 28, leaning in to take the draw now for the Knights. That's Wilk. Wilk wins it back. The Knights send it in along the boards, taken away. Nice job there by Smith. Every time I see Smith play, ladies and gentlemen, he does not, to me, look like a freshman. Behind the net it goes now. Schaefer on it there. Schaefer behind the net. Schaefer sending it hard. He doesn't have the body of a freshman. He doesn't play like a freshman. Plus, you're probably, if you're a freshman at home, you're saying, hey, what are you saying? What are you saying about freshmen? I'm saying you're young and inexperienced and smaller. None of those apply to Smith. Well, the inexperienced part does, but you wouldn't know it. And Mangini as well. A couple of good freshmen here. Tor McGoldrick, Eisenberg. Good young team here. Only 4 seniors, so you can expect Conard to be back here in the foreseeable future, in the near future, perhaps next year again. And right now, they are concentrating on this season. Right now, they're concentrating on this period. 0-0 is still the score. And like I said, the longer you let the Knights hang around, the Knights are only 1 shot away from having the lead, no matter how you slice it. Really got to tip your hat to this Knights organization. I mean, and what a job the coaching staff has done this year, ladies. I mean, to start off 0-11, I mean, you can have 1,000,001 things go wrong from there. Kids can quit, get frustrated, parents can get all upset. A variety of different things could go wrong. And then to turn things around and to now find themselves at 6-12, and here they are in the second period. That's the top dog in the Division III standings. One of the top ones right up there. Certainly one of the powerhouses in the conference, in the division. And here you are, 0-0 with under 12 minutes to go on the road in the second period. Tell you what, got to really tip your hats to the entire Knights organization, but a giveaway there at the blue line, letting the shot go, he scores! Eden Emery! Oh, the turnover at the blue line, and Emery absolutely sniped it home there. A laser beam right there attached to the head of Sharks. Dr. Evil would be ever so pleased. Emery is a deadly player. And that's exactly what the Knights could ill afford to do, a turnover at the blue line against a player of his caliber. And just like that, the Red Wolves take the lead 1-0. Emery, he always performs on Solu and on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. I feel like every time I'm doing their games, he scores. First game we did this year, had a hat trick. Down low, bouncing puck, Sirocco. Got it out of harm's way. Now the Red Wolves looking to increase the lead here. They got the first one. That was the important one, 1-0 now with just over 11 minutes left to go. Here come the Knights. Back the other way. Nafis couldn't get around McGowan. Oh, McGowan getting the assist there. Okay. So they heard it. Emery from McGowan. Time of the goal, 3:26. Back the other way now, West. West getting the puck in. That one rolls to Sirocco. Sirocco covers it up there as West was bumped a little bit. Overcame McGoldrick to say, hey, I don't like what you're doing there. So 10:39 left to go here. In the second stanza, Knights trying to get the puck out. Good pressure there by Connor as it comes away to center ice. Oh, the ref said it was kept in. All right, so I stand corrected, as I often do. Now it chipped out to center. That might roll for icing, as I believe the Knights touched it on their side of the blue line. They did. So icing is the call there. So SCW Knights, their second year in existence. Southington was forced to find a new co-op, and they did a nice job. And Westbrook joined. I know Ford is from Westbrook. A quick shot steered aside by Sirocco. It's not easy to make a team from scratch, ladies and gentlemen, especially in this area. A lot of good hockey players. The SCW Knights having themselves, I would say, a nice season, if you look at it. Certainly a lot to build on here. Offsides is the call with just over 10 minutes left to go here. In the second stanza, the first period had hardly any whistles at all. It was incredible. Center ice it comes now. That one goes straight up in the air, bounces down. I believe they're saying it touched the protective netting. So the second period, a lot of whistles. Unlike the first period, a little sluggish like a wet sponge right now. 1-0 to goal by Aiden Emery. That is where we stand, ladies and gentlemen. Here with just under 10 minutes to go in the second stanza. Trying to apply the pressure there was Moore. Moore, a big, strong player himself. I like his game. Back the other way now. Here comes Trent. Trent, big hit there by Moore. Oh, it's like he's got an earpiece in his ear, like Impractical Jokers, listening to the broadcaster. I appreciate that. Making the broadcaster look like he knows what he's talking about. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, that is not easy to do. Thank you, Mr. Moore. I'm sure Trent wouldn't agree, as he was on the receiving end of the hit. And a good job by the officials not to call a penalty on it, because it was a clean hit. So many times you'll see a hard hit just be a penalty for absolutely no reason known to man. On around it goes now. Tracking it down there is Ford. Ford trying to get it out. McGowan coming over. And it's kept in and sent in there by Hodgson. Hodgson had, in my opinion, the best period I've ever seen him play there in the first period. Let's see if he can pick off where he left off. A giveaway now. Here's McGowan right up the gut. Let's the quick shot go. The rebound! Lying on the goal line, trying to reach for it there. Trying to get to it was Sirocco, as Hodgkin came back to get a piece of it. Oh, a big stop there by the netminder, Sirocco. And putting the brakes on is Trent. Trent, I'll tell you, Trent is getting wilier and wilier as the season goes on. Reminds me of a certain Coyote. Kicking it back to the blue line, Paolito sending it down low. And tracking it down there is Hodgkin. Hodgkin behind the net. Hodgkin lays the lumber into him there. I'll tell you, Jack Hodgkin really showed up at the arena in a bad mood today. There's Nafis now. Nafis taken away, back the other way quickly. Big hit at center ice. As stepping up was Turner. He laid the lumber into Naris. And Turner lost his bucket, as the kids call it these days. There's Turner. Turner with the big hit there. I thought we might be seeing an interference call on that one, to be honest with you. Puck wasn't really there, but None coming. The refs have really let the boys play here tonight. Neither team has had a power play. That pleases the broadcaster. If you're a fan of the program, you know I much more enjoy 5-on-5 hockey than special teams hockey. Good job by the officials in this broadcaster's opine. Hey, there goes the national anthem singer. She did such a good job. Looking at the puck now is Smith. Smith sending it up along the boards. McGoldrick. McGoldrick down the right wing. McGoldrick pulling the trigger. That went off a body. And behind the net it goes now, laying the lumber into him there was Wilk. So the Knights starting to step up their physical game. He's coming away with now Freshett. Freshett couldn't get over the blue line and back the other way now. Here comes Naris. Naris to the outside. Naris left it for McGoldrick. McGoldrick got it out in front. Ends up on a stick at the blue line, letting the shot go with Schaefer. And that just missed. Tracking it down. Nice play there by Smith to keep the puck in. So Smith the freshman, Schaefer the sophomore. Out there on the points now for Coach Olson. He's got to like that. Behind the net, trying to run the puck behind the net was McGoldrick. Couldn't do so. Into the corner they go. Bodies collide there. The Knights come away with it. But they can't get it out. Now they do get it out as it hops over the stick of Schaefer. Schaefer backpedals into his own zone, slides it over for Smith. That one a little too hot to handle, a little too cold to hold. But ends up on the stick of McGoldrick with the move now. McGoldrick walking in, the rebound! Big stop by Sirocco, and he closes the wickets. And there'll be no further play. Oh, such a nice stop there once again by the netminder, Max Sirocco. He is keeping his organization. As the face-off deep in the Knights zone. Goaltender Sirocco has been outstanding. Here come the Knights now through the neutral zone, pulling the trigger. Was more and a can of corn there for the netminder Idelson. And Max Sirocco keeping the Knights in it, ladies and gentlemen, keeping them just one shot away from being tied. A couple of big saves here in the early going of the second stanza as we're about midway through. Well, we're a little bit more than midway through now, actually, with 7 minutes left to go. We play 15-minute periods here in high school hockey. Trying to come away with it. Down the right wing they go now is Trent. Trent putting the brakes on. Trent trying to send it down low. Couldn't pick it up there. That one goes way up in the air. Bouncing puck dangerously. They let the shot go. They score! Nolan Trent knocked it out of midair. The Wile Coyote, ladies and gentlemen, buries the biscuit there. And the Red Wolves extend the lead. 2-0 is your score. That man is dangerous, I'm telling you. Number 6 in your scorecard in white. He scores big goals at big moments, and he buries the biscuit there. 2-0 with 6:42 left to go here in the second stanza. So McGowan got 2 assists. And McGowan's got 2 assists on the night. So Trent and Emery, your goal scorers. And here come the Red Wolves looking for more. Over the blue line, protecting the puck at the goal line. Went right through the goal mouth there as lurking was Hodgson. Back to the blue line, pulling the trigger. Coming out to block it. Nice job there. As it's knocked aside by Nafis. That's Drew Nafis. Number 86 in your scorecard out there with his brother Brady Nafis, number 7. Well, I think they're brothers. I shouldn't say. They may not even be relation. I don't know. Here comes Trent now. Got it across. Deflected down low. That just missed as Connard starting to get more and more opportunities now in the offensive zone as Trent circling with it. Trent tried to get it in front quickly. Got it down for Emery. Trent got it back. Trent walking in there. Hodgson was sent down on his bum. And it's sent all the way down. The Knights just happy to ice it. And gets fresh swords on the ice, I guess you would say, for the Knights. So Trent causing havoc out there. The Trent Emery Hodgkin line for Coach Olson really performing here this evening. McGowan's got 2 assists. So out there now is number 21 in your scorecard. That's Gavin Mangini. Out there looks like Schneider. And at left wing is Jack Eisenberg. So 2 freshmen out there on the wings. Here with Julian Schneider. The junior, McGowan, on defense with Paolito. Quick shot, waffled aside by Sirocco. 5.5 left to go. McGowan pinching in. McGowan sending it behind the net. Hard around it goes. And kept in at the corners. Nice job pinching there by Paolito. Paolito is an outstanding defenseman. A little bit more offensive minded, I'd say, than McGowan, but McGowan can do it all. I'll tell you, though, number 24 on your scorecard, Gavin McGowan. Give me a bench full of guys like that and a goaltender. I'll look like Al Larba behind the bench every night. He's the type of guy, doesn't do anything unbelievably outstanding besides being a stay-at-home strong as an ox, mighty oak defenseman, which is a lot. But he doesn't do anything poorly either. He does everything well, quietly too. He'll lay the lumber into you. Strong in front of the net, though. There's McGowan now letting the shot go. Deflected as cutting through there was Eisenberg. Back to the blue line. Paolito lets a shot. Deflected. They score! The freshman, Jack Eisenberg, buries the biscuit on the deflection. And the floodgates have opened up here a bit. 3-0 is your score. Beautiful deflection down low. I believe it was Paolito who let the shot go. I believe he's going to be getting the assist on it. We'll wait for the official scorekeeper to let us know. So 3-0 now. The Red Wolves leading it. 3 goals here in a matter of a couple of minutes here in the second stanza. Now you can see why they are 15-3, ladies and gentlemen. You don't just wake up 15-3. Here's a move now at the blue line, walking in off the side of the net. McGoldrick making the move there. So Polito getting the assist. Eisenberg with the goal. So 3-0 is your score. 3 different goal scorers for Coach Olsen. That's got to be pleasing to the coach as well. That time it's the freshman with the beautiful tip in front. And the Red Wolves now with a commanding 3-0 lead on home ice here on senior night. And away comes Brady Naris. Naris down the right wing. Naris got it back to the blue line, letting the shot go, didn't get through. And sent along and back out to center. Tracking it down there. Well, the Red Wolves, they send it out to center and knocked down by the Knights as they reset in their own zone. On it there's Zakarski. Zakarski sending it all the way down. Jack Nafis, ladies and gentlemen, is number 7. I think I said Brady. I think my mind got it mixed up with Brady Narus. So Jack Nafis, number 7, and Drew Nafis, number 86 for the Knights, and Brady Narus for the Red Wolves. So I apologize. All right, leaning in now is number 28 in your scorecard. That's Wilk. Wilk taking the face-off. Out there again is the Emery line. Emery out there with Hodgson. And sent all around. Now Patrizzi getting a shift on the line. Knocked down by Paolito. Oh, it's a high stick. As Emery blew out a tire there at center ice. And he's okay. So 3:19 left to go here in the second stanza. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in here tonight to the World Sports Broadcasting Network. 3-0 is the score. Big save. The rebound. Sliding over to make the glove stop there was Blake Idelson. Idelson made the nice save on the first shot and then got right back up to be in position for the glove save. Very good technical goaltender is Idelson. Plays pretty deep in his net, I'd say. Not too aggressive. Not a complete butterfly goaltender. You saw him go down and get right back up, which, of course, you could do in the butterfly. About a 50-50. He stands up a lot. Big hit there in the corner as Patrizzi lays the lumber into him. Patrizzi celebrating senior night along with Hodgkin out there And McGowan. Down the left wing it goes now. On it there with 2:45 left to go. Treasy, McGowan, the seniors here tonight. And one other play, I can't see the jersey over there, I apologize. Trying to come away with it, the Knights send it all the way down. So icing is the call. As the face-off now coming deep in the Knights zone, 3-0. Red Wolves leading the affair. You're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. Along here with my producer, Mr. Ryan Martin, cameraman, Mr. Liam Thompson here tonight. Trying to come away with it. And picking up the puck now in their own zone is Moore. Moore on the backhand. Moore got it out to center. Trying to get to it there with Schmar. Couldn't catch up to it. Quickly now, here comes Schaefer. Schaefer with speed down the right wing. Schaefer chases it into the corner. Away come the Knights with 2:04 left to go here. Down the left wing they go. McGowan, as we said, the mighty stay-at-home hope type of defenseman, just broke up the play there. And here comes McGowan now. McGowan leading the rush. McGowan protecting the puck. Got it back to the blue line. Schaefer deflected down low. And Schneider was cutting through. Ended up in the corner. McGowan pinching in down low. As he keeps it in on the backhand. Left it there for Schneider. Schneider behind the net. Trying to get it back to Mangini. Cleared by the Knights as they skated out to center. Tried to hit the home run right up the gut. Just off the skate there of number 20 in your scorecard. That's Schmar. And it rolls to the goaltender Idelson, and Idelson will hold on. So 1:27 left to go. Here in the second stanza, you're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network. And we'll be back Friday night, our next game. From Norwich, as the Eastern Connecticut Eagles play host to the number 2 ranked in Division II, the Woodstock Centaurs. I haven't seen Woodstock yet. Hearing good things. So the Eagles will have their hands full on Friday night. Along the boards now, trying to get it down low, they do. On the backhand, big stop, the rebound gets pushed aside as Jack Naffis was going to the cooker. Back to the blue line he goes. Kept in there by Wheatley. And here comes Connor now, back the other way, a 3-on-2, quickly developing as Smith leads the rush. Smith to the outside, Smith protecting the puck, Smith trying to protect the puck in the corner. Bodies collide there. There's Tori McGoldrick. McGoldrick sending it hard around. And it's quickly sent out to the blue line. The Knights chip it ahead. Over to get it quickly. There's Pelito. Pelito sends it hard around. Waiting on it there was Andrews. He got it out to center. Kicked it up to McGoldrick. Here's McGoldrick now. He sends it in, and quickly in on the forecheck goes Brady Naris. Naris wins the battle in the corner, trying to get it in front. Naris lost the handle on it. Into the corner. 15 seconds left to go. It's sent all the way down. Let's see if they're going to wave it off. They do not. So 9 seconds left to go. And today, ladies and gentlemen, is the 43rd anniversary of the Miracle on Ice in Lake Placid, New York, as Mike Eruzione pulled the trigger to beat the backup goaltender. I don't even remember who it was. I remember Tretiak, the starter, and the coach pulled him foolishly at the end of the first, after the first, because he let up, a kind of a soft goal at the very end of the first period. Actually, you don't pull Vladimir Tretiak, but he did. Eruzione buried the biscuit as the buzzer sounds, and the second stanza comes to a close. A very good one for the Red Wolves. Your score at the end of 2, Connor 3, and the Knights 0. Will be right back in a few moments with the second period intermission report. You're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy your intermission, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you back here in a little bit. Behind the net on the backhand, doesn't get out. Turned over there, bouncing puck in front, cleared but not out, kept in, turning, wheeling, letting the shot go. Hollander, a nice flipper stop there by Idelson. Eisenberg lost the handle on it dangerously. Hollander cutting to the cooker. That goes right over the crossbars. Idelson made the save. Hollander with the blue line, walking in, pulling the trigger. Idelson with the stop, the rebound, cleared out of harm's way. But they're not out of the woods yet. Up his stick now, one of the defensemen fell down, causing a 2-on-1 now for the Red Wolves. Letting the shot go, doesn't get through. The rebound, the net is yawning. They score! The captain, the big fella, Gavin McGowan, went to the cooker. Center, what a stop by Wagner at the shot of Paolito. The home run ball. Sent ahead now. Here comes Trent. Trent walking in the backhand. He scores! Look at the chaos here at the Newington Arena. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World Sports Broadcasting Network and the Solu Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. What a fantastic stanza for the Red Wolves as they scored not once, not twice, but 3 times. The Wolves certainly roared in that period. I don't know if Wolves roar. I guess they howl, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, there were coyotes outside of my house the other night. I was very scared. Somebody else, the kids had to walk the dog. I wouldn't go out there, very scared. I sent my daughter out. I said, you got to take Fred out. Oh, want to give a big shout out to our dog, Fred. Happy birthday, baby. We love you. Big Fred. Fred is 5 today. Fab 5, Freddie. But I digress, so he's such a good boy. Well, 3-0 is the score. Fred's 5. 3-0 is your score. Goals by 3 different goal scorers by Nolan Trent, Jack Eisenberg, and Aiden Emery. Emery opened up the scoring. Then Eisenberg with a gorgeous tip. And then the wily coyote himself, Nolan Trent, buried the biscuit. 2 assists for McGowan. A couple more hits for Hodgkin. Idelson made a couple of saves, really wasn't too busy. Connard really just did what they do, dominated the period, would not let the Knights out of the zone. The Knights are scrapping, they're trying, but Connard is just a little bit better of a team this year, and they're proving it here tonight. So we're going to be right back. It's senior night here, ladies and gentlemen, for the Red Wolves, and we're going to be right back with the start of the 3rd and final chapter of this unwritten story unveiling right before your eyes and ears here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. Thank you so much for joining us. You still got a few more minutes, so get that purple bag of Doritos ready to go, because you know the 3rd period is purple Dorito period. So get fired up, open up that bag, get that sarsaparilla high and deep, and we'll see you back here for the start of the 3rd. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh my! And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World Sports Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. We are live from the West Hartford Veterans Memorial Rink here as the boys are back out on the ice, getting limbered up and ready to go. I hope you had a fantastic intermission. Let's all go to the lobby and have ourselves a snack. I have yet to see Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. I blame myself. That's how busy I've been, ladies and gentlemen. Usually when a Marvel or a DC or a Star Wars movie comes out, we are at the theaters first night with popcorn in hand, but haven't had the chance to see it. A little nervous about the reviews, not going to lie, but I'm still going to go see it and make my own review. Well, let's review where we are here. 3-0 is your score. The Red Wolves leading the Knights as the boys are back out on the ice for the start of the third period on senior night. Hayden Emery, Jack Eisenberg, and Nolan Trent, the goal scorers. Gavin McGowan with 2 helpers on the evening, and the netminder Idelson has passed every test that has been thrown his way. He brought his number 2 pencil, and he's making his marks full and dark. All right, the third and final stanza about ready to get underway here as the DJ's doing a fantastic job keeping everybody in a good mood and ready to go. I know I'm in a good mood. I hope you're in a good mood, ladies and gentlemen. What's not to be in a good mood about? And the puck is dropped, and we are underway. Right off the bat, carrying the puck in. Offsides is the call. We have not had a power play for either team thus far in the affair. I can't tell you how much that pleases the broadcaster. Letting the boys settle it. And again, I want to tip my hats to this Knights organization. I know I've been saying it all night long, and I sound like a broken record, ladies and gentlemen, but the effort here tonight is very, very good. They'd lose it 3-0. Yes, that's true, but they are going up against a very formidable opponent. As Conard 15-3 and looking to get back to Quinnipiac and finish the job from last year. We'll see if they can get it done. They got to finish the game here first. But I'm always a horse before the cart kind of guy. Or cart before the horse, I guess, would be more apropos to what I'm trying to get at. Here's a chance now on the backhand. Idelson steers that aside. Now he's chasing it down there. Schmar, crushed in the corner. A big hit there as Emery came over to help out. And getting low there was McGowan on the way out. Emery went off the shin guard. And off and out of center it goes. Sent back in, but Emery sliding it across now. And here's Trent. Trent, beautiful soft range pass there for Hodgkin. Hodgkin at the dot. Hodgkin pulling the trigger. He took a big hit there as Turner came a long way to lay the lumber into him. That's the second time Turner's gotten a good chunk of Hodgkin. Hodgkin's gotten a good chunk of everybody, though, so I think Turner looking to exact a little bit of revenge for his Knights teammates. It's been a good, hard, clean game, though. Both teams, sticks down, elbows down. No hits from behind, nothing like that, but it's just been a good, hard hockey game. Got to respect that. He's coming through there. I think Naris may have taken one up high by accident. And you even saw Moore come through and give him a little tap like, hey, I didn't mean to get you around the throat area, and he didn't. Along the boards now, going to get it there is Nafis. Nafis putting the brakes on. Nafis wheeling and dealing. Letting the shot go. Taking away the real estate there was Naris. And back the other way they come now, McGoldrick. With the drop pass for Naris. Following it up now is Schaefer. Schaefer sliding it across. Smith lost the handle on it and quickly back the other way now. It's Drew Nafis. Nafis with a step. Nafis walking in. Big stop there as Idelson got the glove on it. No, that was his biggest test here of the evening, and it bounces away now. McGoldrick. McGoldrick had it taken away. Along the boards it goes. Sent in by Ford. Cross corner dump in. Pelito trying to get it out along the boards. He sends it hard around for Schaefer. Schaefer with it there. Schaefer sending it across ice. That's deflected and sent all the way down. Zarkowski in the corner. Zarkowski sends it up and kept in. No offsides. As the ref says it got a little bit over the blue line. So the face-off coming just outside the Knights zone. Knights in the blue sweaters. Conard in the home whites. 12 and a half left to go here. I got to say, the SCW fans have really traveled. They've been vocal. They're supporting their Knights. You got to like that. Here's a chance now on the turnover, letting the shot go as Eisenberg was lurking there. So much want to call him Heisenberg. Of course, the great commercial in the Super Bowl. Letting the shot go steered aside by one of my Mount Rushmore TV characters of all time. Of course, I'm talking about the great Walter White. Big hit there as Schneider lays the lumber into him. Along the boards it goes, cleared but not out, kept it at the blue line. That one missed on the glove side as Connard really applying pressure here, stepping into it there with Schneider. Schneider put the shoulder there into Frechette. Frechette sends it all the way down, doesn't get across the goal line, so no icing as Paolito quickly sends it up. Schneider tried to touch it up, couldn't do so. Moore with a nice job there to come over the blue line. Lets the shot go, just missed on the glove side. Good anticipatory play there though by Moore, as Moore was where the puck was going to be, not where the puck was or where the puck is. I believe it was the great Michael Scott who once said you want to play where the puck is going, not where the puck is. There's this tracked down by Allen. Allen off the boards and out to center ice it goes. Picking it up now is Smith. Smith on the forehand, goes high off the glass. Doesn't get out. Now Connard trying to come away with it. Giveaway there, walking in all alone. Waffle saved by Idelson as Moore walked in. Well, a couple of opportunities here for the Knights in the early going as they're looking to mount a comeback here. The two best opportunities of the game have come in the first 4 minutes here in the third stanza. So you got to like the fact the Knights, they realize they're down by 3. No quitting in this organization. Obviously, when you start off 0-11 and your record 6-12. I can't tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh gosh, guys, close that door. I can't tell you what a big I want to say event, not event. Back the other way now, carrying it through the neutral zone. Allen lets the shot go, Idelson. What a big deal that is, though. I've coached 1,000 teams in my life, or at least 1,000 hockey games. And, 0-11 is a long, long way to go without a win. That's probably a good 2 months on the schedule, or at least 6 weeks. And that is frustrating in so many things. The wheels can really, really come off at that point. Emery down the left wing. Emery protecting the puck. Emery lost his footing in the corner. Emery battling from the ground. Got back up. He's worked over there in the corner as the Knights come away with it. On the backhand, out to center ice it goes. Paolito steals the puck there. Paolito. Inside step the defenseman there as they send it back in. A nice job there by Nafis to stand him up. On it there quickly is Carroll. Carroll sending it all the way down. Looks like it's going to go for icing. I was trying to figure out what these red balls reminded me of all along the rink. You see them all along the rink there. Obviously, they're there for senior night and for decoration. I'm like, what in the world? They kept there's something in my head that keeps saying it reminds me of something, and it brings a smile to my face. And I'm like, why would those things make me feel good? And then it reminded me. It reminds me of that scene in Godzilla from 2014 when he emerges in Chinatown. Quick shot there. Just went wide off the stick of Trent when he emerges in Chinatown. And all the red balls are hanging. And he sends them flying with his big roar. I'm a big Godzilla fan, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't know. Along the boards now, trying to get the puck out. I was very pleased when Godzilla beat Kong not once but twice. And the last time those two got together. I waited a long time for that. And the Knights get the puck out, so I kept wondering, why do these red balls give me a good feeling and something in my head? And they make me think of Godzilla. Now there you have it. Here's Trent now. Trent down the left wing. Trent hounded there, taken away. Coming in, laying the lumber into him there. Was Emery. Back to the blue line it goes. A little bit of give and go at the blue line now, getting it down low between Trent and Smith. Emery lifts the stick. Emery sends it back to Schaefer. He gets the shot off, and nice stop there by Sirocco. Hodgkin now. Hodgkin leaves it. Good cycling here as Emery has got the puck behind the net. Emery has it dislodged there. Emery leans into Wheatley. Coming over now is Trent. Trent behind the net. Back to the blue line for Smith. Smith over for Schaefer. Schaefer with room. He lets the shot go. Deflected by Emery. And tracked down by Nolan Trent. He got it back to the blue line. Sending it down low. Chopping at it there was the senior Hodgkin, and it just went wide. Hodgkin again finishing his check. Every time, that time on Turner. The two of them have gotten together a couple of times tonight. Here's Naris now behind the net as the Red Wolves go to get some fresh Wolves out there. And coming off the bench, trying to get to it there was McGoldrick, and away come the Knights. That one bounces at center ice. That's knocked down. No hand pass. As play allowed to continue. Sent in there by Patrizzi. Holden Patrizzi, one of the seniors here tonight. Sends the puck along. Back to the blue line it goes now. And sent out to center. McGowan leaves it there for Dylan Smith. Smith, number 15, the freshman. Smith gets over the blue line. Doesn't get it deep. Got to get that puck deep, though, and back the other. That's why you got to get it deep. Here comes Moore now. Moore letting the shot go. Waffled aside into the corner by Idelson. 7:11 left to go here. Perfect opportunity to bring the broadcaster and crew a Slurpee or two. Make mine a cherry with a splash of Coke or a Coke with a splash of cherry. Whichever's easiest for you. I don't want to, impose. As it comes out to center ice. I still love Slurpees. Still get excited to get a Slurpee. Now they got the straw with the spoon on the bottom. I don't know exactly what you call that, if it's a stroon or a spore. I know it's a spork at Taco Bell. I used to get the Mexican pizza with that. A nice move at the blue line now by Hurley. Hurley up the dot. Hurley lets the shot go. That hit a leg and into the corner. On it quickly now, Schmar. Schmar trying to get it back in front. Can't do so. Here's McGowan. McGowan trying to get the puck out. Can't do so. And the Knights do a nice job to keep it in. As it rolls out to center ice. Center side there by Paradis. Paradise. Picked up now by Moore. Moore down the right wing. Moore saucering it across. That hit a body and away come the Red Wolves now quickly. Schneider down the right wing. Schneider pulling the trigger, waffled aside by Sirocco. And a big hit there along the boards as Nafis took a big hit, letting the shot go. There was Eisenberg, and he rang the dinner bell there, but no one was hungry enough to answer the call for supper. What do you suppose is wrong with Mama's cooking? She probably should have put out the poppers first. Sending it down low, deflected dangerously and sent all the way down. That went off a loose stick, and that ended up being on net. So Sirocco had to make the save. Cleared but not out, kept in by Trent. Trent going to work now down the left wing boards. Trent worked over a little bit there in the corner by Carroll. Coming away with it. Trent on the back check. Trent doing a nice job tracking it down and causing trouble. And finishing it off there was Emery. Trent with the move now at the red line. Trent over the blue line's got help. Trent got to it now on the backhand. That was a nice stop there by Sirocco. Hodgkin sending it back down low for Trent. We talked about how wily the young lad was there. Big hit there. Sent the balloons flying as Hodgkin laid the lumber into him. I'll tell you, I'm not exactly sure what Jack Hodgkin had for dinner, but somebody pour me a bowl of that porridge. That young lad is playing out of his mind today. Really love what he's brought to the table here tonight. How could you not? Coach Olson has to be pleased. Back the other way now. Frechette stepping to the outside. Big hit there. Laying the lumber into him with Schaefer. Behind the net it goes now. On it there is Luke Schaefer. Schaefer tape-to-tape pass there. I'll tell you, the Knights delivered some hits themselves here tonight. I'm very impressed with this Knights organization here tonight. They've gone toe-to-toe with Connor. Hanging in there. Knights trying to get the puck out. Can't do so. Knocked down Emery. Emery lets the shot go. Big stop by Sirocco. And the Knights clear it out of harm's way and all the way down. Well, that's going to go for icing with just over 4 minutes left to go here, ladies and gentlemen, in the third and final stanza. The Knights got to do a little bit better of a job with getting the puck out. A couple of times tonight, though, they've tried to go up the middle softly. And a couple of times, Connor has knocked it down and gotten a good scoring opportunity. The first goal came off of that play, and that was almost deja vu right there all over again. As I thought it might have been a glitch in the matrix. I'd like to see the Knights just go up the boards hard. Easier said than done, though, when you're under the duress and the pressure that the Wolves put on you here. Is circling the Wagons lane. A quick shot go. That was Brady Naris. Back to the blue line. Polito deflected on the way in by McGoldrick. And another stop by Sirocco. Well, I'll tell you, Max Sirocco's been good. Back the other way now, a 2-on-1. Stepping in there. Beautiful defensive play. Poke checking it away from Moore. And then Moore going at it in the corner. A nice play there by Nicholas Polito. Up ahead now, McGoldrick. McGoldrick 1-on-3. McGoldrick tried to run the gauntlet there. And that was a Red Wolf sandwich on night bread. As laying the lumber into him there was Turner. And Wheatley offsides. is the call at the blue line with 3:12 left to go here, ladies and gentlemen, in the affair. The Red Wolves looking for their 16th win on the season. They sure would like to get that number 1 seed and secure home ice all the way to the finals at Quinnipiac College. They were there last year. Last year they were a surprise. Not to the broadcaster, ladies and gentlemen. To the layman at home, perhaps. To all the, pundits, I believe it's called. All the people who do their rankings every week, which nothing wrong with it, but nobody saw Connard coming last year, with the exception of the broadcaster. If you go back and listen to the tapes, I said there's something about Connard. They're not a tremendous force, but they're awfully tough to beat. I said if they get their horses back, they were hurt early on in the year. Watch out for them. And, of course, they proved the broadcaster to be a hockey prophet, so obviously I owe them a debt of gratitude. Back to the blue line, but they went all the way to the finals, lost to Newington, and this year they split with Newington. They played them the first game of the season, lost here, and then went to Newington a couple of weeks ago, and as you saw in our highlight reel, they defeated the Nor'easters in overtime. The Nor'easters scored with the goaltender pulled that game, too, to force overtime. But the Red Wolves gathered themselves, and I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times, ladies and gentlemen. I really want to tip my hat, and a timeout called here by the Knights. I want to tip my hat and applaud the CIAC for allowing the boys to play 5-on-5, 8 minutes of sudden death overtime, and if at the end of 8 minutes it's a tie, that's the way to do it. None of this 3-on-3 garbage, 4-on-4 garbage, shootouts. It's not hockey. They play 5-on-5 overtime, and in the playoffs they'll play 5-on-5 overtime until somebody wins. The CIAC does a real good job, and they got it right. And please, for the love of God, don't ever even have it on your agenda for your meetings to change what you do there. It's perfect the way it is. Don't you dare touch it. All right, timeout called by the Knights. They want to talk things over here. They're down 3-0. With just 2.5 minutes left to go here in the affair. Connard looking to secure 2 more points at home. A good solid game by Connard. More of another day at the office for the boys in red and white. And the Knights knew they had a big challenge coming into tonight. And they have certainly showed up here tonight. Made their fans, I think, and their coaching staff proud and pleased. I'm not big for moral victories or anything, but the Knights have played very well here tonight, as that's the second person to fall in the same spot in just a couple of minutes, as Patrizzi lost his footing there. Good to see him bounce right back up. And chipped ahead now. Tracking it down is Allen. All along the boards, that's knocked ahead by Moyer. Moyer sent it in, but it was offsides. So 2 minutes left to go here, ladies and gentlemen. And stick around for the post-game show, as we'll hand out World Sports Broadcasting top dog of the affair. Lots to choose from here tonight. There can only be one top dog, ladies and gentlemen, just like there should only be one captain. If I pick 2 top dogs, then it's not a top dog. And behind the net it goes now. It's got to be specialities, ladies and gentlemen. Got to be individualism still preserved somewhere. So stick around for the Solu and World Sports Broadcasting Network top dog of the affair, and the post-game show coming up. All right, after the end of the game, as the Knights get to center ice and send it in. 1:20 left to go. And on it there is McGowan. McGowan, steady Eddie back there for Coach Olson. Got it out to center. That's knocked down by Connard. Paolito wheeling and dealing. He sends it in. That one rolls to the goalkeeper, Sirocco. Sirocco's been real good tonight. He's given his team a chance. He's kept them in it. McGowan couldn't get it out on the first try. He gets it back now. Now McGowan's got it. McGowan goes off the linesman. The linesman saying there's a minute left. Haven't called any penalties tonight. Firing the puck at me, guy. Really? That's how it's going to be? A great job by the officials tonight, letting the boys play, and a great job by the boys. A very respectful, hard-hitting game. Big hit there as Allen lays the lumber to him. The Connard faithful now, wishing the Knights a safe ride home as they sing them goodbye out of the building. Chipped ahead now. Carrying out Nafis. Nafis with the toe drag. Nafis still with it. Nafis at the goal line. 23 seconds left to go. In the corner. And away it goes now. Conard on it there. They got a man down the left wing. Couldn't get to it. As it's tracked down there by Dottie. Dottie got it out to center. 10 seconds left to go. Conard, another 2 points here tonight. Their 16th win of the season. As they're going to raise the record to 16-3, 32 points on the year. There's a little bit of pushing and shoving here right at the whistle. This hasn't gone on all night, but the Knights a little bit frustrated, but they did very well for themselves. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. As this one comes to a close, 3-0 is your score. We're going to be right back in just a moment with the post-game report. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your final, once again, the Red Wolves 3 and the Knights 0. We'll be right back with the post-game report here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh my, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the post-game wrap-up as the boys are making their way off the ice. A nice 3-0 victory here for the Red Wolves tonight. The goal scorers once again, Emery opened up the scoring, Eisenberg and Trent. All the goals came in the second stanza. A great job by the Knights. Really, I want to tip my hat to the SCW Knights. They did a real good job tonight hanging with them. Sirocco did a fantastic job in between the pipes, but you know, you don't come into the building 15-3 and leave 16-3 by accident. Conard really just another day at the office for them here tonight. A good effort all around, very physical. They did a real nice job. And your World Sports Broadcasting Network, top dog of the affair. Normally, if the guy gets a shutout, and if you're a fan of the program, you know I'm an old third-string backup netminder for the University of Stony Brook Seawolves and Patriots circa 1992 to 94. So normally I'll always go with the goaltender during a shutout. But I got to tell you, my heart, my mind, my gut, my jejunum, my pancreas, my aisles of Langerhans all want to go with, and they're going to go with Jack Hodgson, ladies and gentlemen, the senior. He had a multitude of hits. I think he had more hits than his number. He's number 10 in your scorecard. He had about a dozen, maybe even a baker's dozen hits. He was laying the lumber into everybody. He played fantastic. It's senior night, so congratulations, Jack. You are the World Sports Broadcasting Network top dog of the affair, and a great job by Conard. And we just heard their playoff game will be next Wednesday, March 1st, right here as they'll be home. I think they're still waiting for their opponent. So thank you so much for tuning in. Congratulations to the seniors. Great job by the Red Wolves. Great job by the Knights. Great job by our crew. Great job by you at home, ladies and gentlemen. You're the MVP. You can't be the top dog because that's Jack, but you're the MVP. You're the ones we really love. And once again, a big happy birthday to my main man, Fred, at home. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see everybody again soon. You've been watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. For my cameraman and producer here, Ryan and Liam, we thank you so much for joining us. Arrive home safely. We'll see you all again soon. 3-0. The Red Wolves take it here on home ice tonight.